Most of us think we know the terror of Dartmoor, a vast, lonely moor beneath a sliver of moon, a howl that seems to tear at the very fabric of the night, and somewhere out there, a hound with burning eyes is on the hunt. We think it belongs to the Hound of the Baskervilles, a masterpiece of detective fiction, a case so steeped in the supernatural it could only be solved by Sherlock Holmes. But what if Arthur Conan Doyle wasn't inventing a monster? What if he was inheriting one? What if the hound that stalks the Baskervilles is not a Victorian creation at all, but the modern face of an ancient fear? Long before Sherlock Holmes ever set foot on the moor, Dartmoor already had its hound. In the 17th century, in the quiet Devon village of Buckfastleigh, there lived a real-life squire named Richard Cabell. History remembers him as a landowner, but folklore remembers him rather differently. Local tradition painted Cabell as a cruel and violent man, a master feared by his tenants. The most damning story whispered about him was that he had murdered his own wife, chasing her out onto the moor and killing her in a jealous rage. Others claimed he had gone further still, that he had sold his soul to the powers of darkness. Whether these accusations were truth, exaggeration, or gossip, we cannot now say, but by the time of his death in 1677, his name was already tainted. And then came the hounds. The legend tells that on the night of his burial, a phantom pack of black dogs, their eyes glowing like embers, came howling across the moor. They tore through the darkness and descended upon the churchyard, circling his tomb as if to escort their infernal master's soul to its reckoning. For centuries, travellers crossing Dartmoor spoke of a great black dog with blazing eyes, a spectral hound that appeared in storms, an omen of death, a thing glimpsed and then gone. And when, in the late 19th century, Arthur Conan Doyle came searching for inspiration, he heard these stories. Holmes may have solved the mystery, but the moor never needed him to imagine the hound, because this is not merely a detective story, it is folklore. And Dartmoor is not alone.